can't see anything. I need my laptop over here.
You can't read that?
No, I need that. Oh, wait. I was going to...
We put it on my phone.
No, pass me my black charger. No, the USB. The USB. The black USB. The black USB. Pass me it. Thanks.
We're getting our stuff together.
Sorry, everyone.
1 second. Do you want the Q&A? Do you want the question for the live chat here?
I just didn't have access to the comments. Here we go.
Oh. Hello.
Hi, Kelly.
We're just pulling up the chat so we can read it.
Yeah, I couldn't read the chat. I even put my glasses on. I couldn't read the chat. But now I'm here. Now we got the chat going. And my phone's charging and we're chatting. All right.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you?
Yeah, I can read.
You can read that one.
I can read that one.
All right, let's do this.
We're good, Kelly. We're good. How are you? Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go live for about an hour. So we just got to figure out the best way to do it. So we can have our reading glasses right in front of us and see the chat and interact with you properly.
That's like the tiniest text. Where are you tuning in from, Kelly?
Yeah, where are you watching from, Kel?
Kel.
I feel like we're on a first name basis now.
He always calls everyone by their nicknames. Like, I mean, we call Tiff.
We do call Tiff, but her name's Tiff in the chat. Allow. Have you got it set to all messages? You got top messages.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
Cobram?
Where is
Why
it?
are you blocking
that? What? I'm just on chat.
Is that in Victoria?
You know where Cobram is? There we go.
We're gonna Google it. We're googling it.
Oh yeah, right at the top.
Oh, right on the border.
Right on the top, right near the border.
Yeah.
Oh, I wondered, did we pass through there
No.
when we did our Murray River series?
No. Oh wait, Lake Moala. We did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were out that way, but we went up.
Nice. If you know any good camping spots in that area, you know where we want to see it. We want to know. We want to know if you know any good gems in that area. So please let us know. Leave it as a comment on one of the videos so we can get back to it.
Yeah, how are the roads up that way? I know a lot of the campsites when we went and did the Murray River Drive, they were all so wrecked from the flooding. So I'm wondering how they are now. If they fixed them. And hopefully the audio is good, guys.
So yeah, obviously we're still new to doing like dual live streams where it's two people talking into one microphone, but we're hoping that the lighting's better on this one. We're hoping that the audio is better on this one. So hopefully these things get better and better. And I don't know, I think this is a cool way to like interact with you guys in between our series.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy them, we'll keep doing them.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't enjoy them and you're just like, we'll see you next week.
We'll
see you when the next series drops. That's cool too. And anyone that's dropping in on the replay, let us know that you're here watching the replay and where you're tuning in from. Tiff, shout out to you because I know you usually catch the replays and on your Thursday morning or your Wednesday morning, our Thursday, whatever.
What time is it for Tiff around now? She might.
It's like 5 a.m.
Oof, bit too early.
Yeah.
Fair enough. There's heaps of places up here near
Yarrawonga. Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta head back up that way. There's so much. Like we've done so many trips, and I still feel like we've barely scratched the surface.
The thing about the Murray River, there's so many cool spots and nooks. Like, you know, the way that it winds around the towns, that it feels like you could do that series again, like a Murray River free camping series.
Differently.
Like,
and so many different spots. There's just so much.
Yeah. So we're probably going to end up doing it one day again.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Murray River. And, I mean, let's talk about the canoe series that we just did.
Yeah.
You can canoe down the Murray River.
Yeah. I don't know how I'd go with that.
There'd be a lot more boats.
But see, the thing is, Doug's first experience on a canoe, he did the Murray with his mates. And it was totally different from this experience.
Completely
like
different.
the Glenelg River, the Glenelg River, it's like made for canoe camping. So like the campsites are set up properly. The names of the campsites are like set up with the dock so that you can like dock at the campsite. Like it's set up for you to like properly do canoe camping.
Yeah,
The Murray,
some of the campsites are canoe entry only.
Yeah, ours were.
Yeah.
And so the Murray ones, you were like, yeah, you just pull up to the side and you hope there's a cleared spot. And then like, no, I'm immediately
And it's
out.
the Murray River, so it's way busier. Like the Glenelg River was busy down towards the end.
Yeah.
You know? But like the first 2 days were very quiet.
The Murray would have been.
The Murray the whole way is just how you go.
No.
And those massive waves.
The biggest
waves.
Yeah, but no seals.
No seals. That's true. Yeah.
That was wild.
Anyway, I would do it again. I would absolutely.
All right.
All right.
So we got a couple of questions. Like when I say a couple of questions, I mean literally 2 on the canoe series that we wanted to answer.
Oh,
so
right.
Somebody asked, how did we go to the toilet?
Mm-hmm.
And each of the campsites, like I said, were properly set up. So there were toilets at the campsite. So we didn't have to like dig a hole, which is, I was fully prepared and I was ready. I brought the shovel. I was like, I'm going to dig a hole. And he even dug me a hole, but I didn't end up using it.
That's bloody love, mate.
Yeah, right? Cutting. I was digging it.
I know, but I was like, that's not digging. I know.
Eddie's cutting.
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. That one was on our list. We almost stayed there twice. Going through.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. So we're aware of Eddie's cutting. I guess we're just gonna have to get there eventually.
Yeah.
But the toilet thing, when you're on a canoe for 3 days, every site had drop hole toilets. Having said that, Jamie and what are we gonna call them? Outhouses?
I would rather go in a hole than have to like be stuck in a outhouse. Like it's so confined.
Yeah.
Like I'll need the door open, but even you have to go with the door open sometimes because it's too much.
Yeah, I don't love them.
Yeah.
Like when you're out in the bush and everything's gotten in there and you open the lid and you can feel the tickling.
Ew.
Sometimes you just take an axe and a shovel out into the bush and dig a big old hole.
Yeah.
But I think the like outhouses served as well.
Yeah.
Like we went to the outhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the one thing.
Yeah, I actually used the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would rather go in a hole outside where I have like clear vision. It's not dark and like closed in. And like if something's coming for me, I'm out. I can move, I can run, I can clear line of the camp. Like I can't do those outhouses. I'm traumatized. Like I don't know what I'm traumatized from, but I'm just traumatized.
Yeah, it's just the knowledge of what's in there. The second question that we got was, did you capsize? No, we didn't. Although I was fully prepared for us to capsize the entire time. And it was like going into it, we bought like the waterproof stuff. You guys saw this in the episodes, right? That first episode was like a get ready episode. And we bought the waterproof bags and we bought waterproof stuff to cover our sleeping gear. But for some reason, once you're in the canoe and you've got like your backpack set up and your solar chargers set up and everything, you realize like if we capsize, we're screwed. Like, all of our stuff is going all over the place. Everything's getting soaking. We had 2 waterproof bags and there were those little roll-up handheld bags. They weren't like proper, put a whole backpack in it and it's waterproof.
We didn't know what we were doing. I think we made that very clear throughout this series that we went into this like complete newbies. Like just who do we think we are trying to do this?
Yeah.
Kelly said, Tiff! Tiff, she made
Tiff's
it!
here, mate. Yes.
We were just talking about you.
Teasing chat.
Amazing. What time is it? Like 5, 6? Kelly says, hi, Tiff.
What did Kelly say before?
Kelly said you could find a drop bear in the loo. Drop bears. I remember drop bears.
Oh, yeah, drop. Kelly, let me tell you. The first place that we stayed at had a rock wallaby chasing something else at night, had possums over our tent. Like, you know, when you're in the tent, you get that little flap, you can see out of it. We could see possums in the trees just having a go at each other. Then we saw on the way to that first campsite, 2 or 3 drop bears, 2 koalas, definitely. We saw them. So at nighttime, the place sounded alive, Kelly.
I'm surprised we didn't find one in the loo.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this idea of like you could have found drop bears in there. Dude, everything was on this site that night. A tree fell down on the first night. It was
wild. Tiff says it's 5:28 a.m. Good morning, Tiff.
Good on you, Tiff. Get to the gym, mate.
The gym. Not everyone goes to the gym at 4 a.m. like you.
Get after it, Tiffany. On ya.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, man.
Right.
So, no, we did not capsize. Did we have any? The only close call that we had was when you were trying to turn and you got all the water in. That was like the closest thing to like anything really going wrong. Yeah, and those giant waves when the boats went by, the biggest waves ever. Yeah, those almost took us out.
So when I was doing sharp turns, I was back paddling on the canoe, and that back paddle caused like a bunch of water to slosh up, and it went up straight into the canoe. And because we were worried about it raining, we had our sleeping bags in the canoe with waterproof tarps over the top of them. And then when the water splashed in, it went into the canoe and soaked at the bottom. So the sleeping bags got wet, the backpacks got a bit wet. And I just remember being like, what have I done? Why did I do that? It's so harsh.
Yeah.
So, that was probably the closest to a capsize.
We learned the hard way.
Yeah.
So, we slept with wet sleeping bags on the first night, thanks to somebody. No names.
Anyway, if you guys have any questions for us, put them down there. We see there's 5 people watching, 2 people chatting. So feel free, lurkers. Feel free to jump in.
Hello, lurkers.
And say hello, you know. Otherwise, we've got some. So you might know, like, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, Tiff, I know you have, mate. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you might know that we do like a Q&A wrap-up at the end of every series, where we like jot down a bunch of questions that we want to ask each other. So essentially, we're just going to do that live if nobody throws any questions into the chat.
Yeah. I mean, it's always a good thing when it's not just us talking to ourselves. So thank you guys for being here, even if you're just watching, lurking in the background. We appreciate you being here. Tiff said, listen, one thing you'll know about me is that I probably won't even run if I'm being chased. The gym, those people there, ick.
Fair enough then.
So good. Okay.
All right. Okay, so what inspired us going on a 3-day canoe camping adventure, especially since we usually do van life?
Being idiots.
Sapphire Blue. How are you guys?
How
are you? Thanks for jumping on and saying hi again.
Good evening. Yeah, we just wanted to try something to challenge ourselves, to be honest. Like, I don't know. It looked like it could be fun. It looked like it would definitely be a challenge. And I just wanted to see what it was like. I guess like curiosity.
For me, it was the fond memory of doing it with my mates.
Yeah.
So when I first did it, it was 3 of us, 3 or 4 of us, 3 of us, only going down the Murray River for like, I don't know, maybe 2 nights.
Yeah.
It was a very, very different experience.
And you were how old?
Oh, just old enough to drive and drink. Yeah.
Like
18.
18.
Yeah, I would say 18, 19, probably 18 actually. Yeah.
Long-time subscriber, just wanted to thank you for making content. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, D-Sync.
What's the name? D-Sync?
Yeah.
D-Sync, thank you very much for watching and jumping on the live stream. We really, really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That's so nice.
Yeah, thank you. Were there any other questions?
No.
No? Okay.
Kelly was saying hi to Sapphire.
Okay. What do you think was like the most essential or important item that we should have brought with us on the journey? Or that we did bring with us? What did you find to be the most important thing that we brought on the journey?
Pringles. Allegro.
G'day, mate. Good to see you, man. How you going?
The whole crew's here.
Oh, should we do our Sapphire? Yeah, beautiful. Should we do our next series announcement? Or do you want to do it at the end? Let's do it now. We've got a bunch of people in here now. We've got people that watch the channel now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you do it.
You do it.
Me do it? All right. We filmed the next...
No, you do it. No, you
okay.
do it.
We filmed the next couple of series.
Yeah.
We've filmed the next couple of series.
Yeah, we actually have three series.
Yeah, we got quite a lot in the bank. So,
I forgot what the next series is. I'm thinking about the next one.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
See, if I announced it, I would have announced the next
one. You would announce the wrong one. So, Allegro, you're not going to love the next series, but it's very small compared to what we usually do.
Yeah, it's just a couple of episodes. It's literally 2.
We went on a cruise.
Why are you waiting for the tour?
I don't know. I'm chatting.
The big reveal. Yeah. We went on a cruise, so it was really hard to vlog. Mm-hmm. I got seasick, and it was just really, we were out of our element. Like, it wasn't one of our van life road trips, and we went with friends. And so it was just really, we found it really challenging to get into our groove. Mm-hmm. And so, as you'll see in next week's video, it just kind of tapers off. Like, we did the best that we could to share the experience and share my first cruise and our experience on this adults only cruise. Mm. And like, I don't know what more we could say. Like, we just,
that'll be the next couple of episodes. That's all. Like, we're letting you guys know that'll be the next couple of episodes. But because we do a lot of camping stuff, Allegra is not happy about it. Because we do a lot of camping stuff, I also wanted to let you guys know that we have filmed other series since then. That is back to like what we sort of normally do. It is camping stuff again. So.
And that's not to say we'll never do another cruise again. It's just, I think going into another cruise will definitely
get better at filming.
Yeah, well, it just wasn't up to the quality that we want it to be. I do still think that it shares the experience, and so hopefully someone enjoys it out there. Okay.
Yeah.
But and then we have a Q&A for anyone that might be interested in learning more about our experience and the ins and outs and all of that kind of stuff. So we know that that's like not hugely like what everyone is here for, but this channel is about our adventures, and our adventures are going to be in and out of the van, so we hope that you guys are hanging out for the ride.
Yeah. All right.
But the one after that.
What's the one after that? Oh yeah, the one after that's a banger. Yeah. The one after that's really good.
And so that's like one of our longer road trips. So that's really going to be like a 6-part series. And then we have another one where we do like 3 days in, similar to our Mornington series, like 3 days in Mornington. It's not 3 days in Mornington, but like you get it. It's like similar to that.
Yeah. So we got content planned, which is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get back to the canoe stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So right now we're just answering some questions about the canoe series. We answered about like, where did we go to the toilets? But like, if anyone has any questions or
wants to chat to us about anything, bring it up, put it in there.
Yay, we have one booked for September. I'm looking forward to filming. We'll be watching for filming tips. Listen, Sapphire, I don't know if this is the video to look for filming tips for cruise videos. I mean, we found it really hard to, again, we were with people. So I think that really, like, we tried to find the balance of like being present with our friends and being creators. And it was a lot of us filming a lot of like B-roll scenery and then trying to talk, but we found it really hard to talk with all the music in the background on the cruise. So I will say, keep that in mind. We ducked into our cabin every time we wanted to talk, and we found that to be easiest to get like footage while we're out and exploring. But yeah,
which I guess we're not used to that because we film very, not spontaneously. Like we have a plan of how we're going to film something, but when we're noticing things like a great lookout or there's an animal encounter or just some like banter that we want to share with each other, that stuff is super spontaneous for us. That's when we like flick the camera on and fit it into the idea that we have for the episode.
Yeah, but also we're usually out in nature, so there's no music playing in the background. We don't really have to worry about the background music or and all of that kind of stuff.
That's what
getting in the way.
Yeah, so we can just go do the spontaneous.
So it did feel like a little limited doing that.
Because we couldn't just be like, we couldn't just be like, flick the camera on and chat.
Yeah. Maybe what not to do. We are helping first-time cruiser friends as well. Oh, cool. Amazing. Where are you guys off to?
Yeah. Nice.
I have been doing a lot of voiceovers at the moment. Yeah, this one was very heavy on the voiceovers. I think that might be the best way to do it for those types of videos. And unless, I don't know, we'll figure it out one
I
day.
just feel like it loses that playfulness.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I prefer not to do too heavy on the voiceovers because I don't know. I like sharing the experience in real time.
Yeah.
Because you get the excitement and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes the voiceovers help.
Yeah. Because we always want to film we always want to film something like you guys are there with us. That's how we like to shoot things.
We pretend that the camera is you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah. What's it? Morton Island. Oh, beautiful four-nighter out of Sydney. Yeah, we want to do one like that.
Nice.
Something that's not on the what was it?
We went to Tasmania.
What was it? The
Gulf,
the Bass Strait.
The Bass Strait.
Yeah,
Jesus.
The Bass Strait.
What a
something
slam.
that's not the Bass Strait would be great because if you know, you know.
Yeah. Now we know.
So
okay.
Okay. Can you share any memorable encounters with wildlife during our trip? The canoe trip, the seal.
The seal, yes.
Oh my God, that was so cool.
The seal was unbelievable. We were still a day and a half away from the opening of the ocean.
Yeah.
So I don't know why there was a seal all the way upstream, but there was. And it was cool. It was really, really cool.
I know. I didn't think you saw it, and then I was like, what? And I thought I missed it. And I was like so sad. And then it flopped out. And I was like, oh my God.
And I was very worried about the seal hitting the canoe because they do like to play. And I was concerned that if it came up and bumped the side of the canoe, because we're not the most experienced canoeists.
What do you mean?
Some of us get a bit jumpy in the canoe, especially when big ass waves went by.
He does get really jumpy on the canoe.
So I was worried that if the seal bumped the edge of the canoe, one of us or both of us might freak out and capsize the canoe.
It's all right.
So I was worried about that.
Yeah, he gets a little freaked out.
The animals at night on the first stop. I know we touched on that earlier, but the animals at night on the first stop, it was so loud. I don't think I would have been able to sleep if I wasn't utterly exhausted from the 17-kilometer canoe that we did.
No, that was 18 the first day.
From the 18-kilometer zero experience, pretty much, canoe that we did. Yeah. Yeah,
and like we started at midday. Like that was our first mistake.
Yeah.
Like we did, we started way too late. And we didn't realize how much 18 kilometers is going to take us to get to camp. And it's just like, if I had actually thought about that, I would have been like, we might not get to camp by nighttime. Like,
that's what I was worried about.
I didn't think about that until we had we're like an hour in. And I was like, oh, we've only gone like 3K.
That's what I was, I didn't think about that either until,
this is not good.
And I was like, we're stuffed.
We're going to be canoeing at night.
I was worried about how the hell are we going to see the jetty signs.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What's the name?
Love your Alpine. Which one?
From who said that?
Jason.
Jason, thank you so much, man. That series was so fun to film. So
the comment. Read the comment.
Loved your Alpine road trip.
Yeah. No, if anyone didn't know.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Jason said, loved your Alpine road trip. Sorry, I didn't read it out loud. Thank you very much, Jason. That series was so much fun to film. I feel like the ones that we filmed recently are going to have that same vibe. It feels like it's very similar in that same sense.
It's so weird because after the Great Alpine Road, we had a feeling. Like there was a feeling on that road trip. It just felt so... it felt perfect. Like it was just like, wow, that was such an amazing trip that like we want to do it again.
Yeah.
The road trip that's coming after the cruise had that same feeling. So I'm really excited. That one's not even edited yet. I have to start editing that.
But again, we get, once we like on the drive home pretty much, when we think about everything that we did, and also like when we flick back through the footage and look at everything that we filmed, we do get like a, hell yeah.
Yeah, we're like, this is awesome.
So hopefully, if you enjoyed the Alpine Road, hopefully after the cruise, is it after the cruise?
Yeah.
It's after the cruise. After the cruise, there's going to be one that you'll enjoy as well. So thanks, Jason. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the campsites in that one, like every single night, we had such great campsites.
It's cool.
Yeah, like I already want to do that one again.
But we're not gonna spoil that
I know.
Yeah.
We're already spoiled.
So we're in
We've
the cruise
said too
mode,
much.
so
We've said too much.
We're canoeing and cruising in this one.
Yeah. So if you're just jumping in, our next series next week, we have a couple of cruise videos coming. 2. And then that's 4. 2. 2, and then another road trip series is dropping. So stay tuned for that.
What Jason say?
And the Odd Huntsman too. Oh, he had to bring it up.
We don't listen, Jason. I'm going to let you in a little secret around this house, mate. All right, this is only between you and me and the 12 other people in here. We don't say that word around any of the technology. We use the word ants instead. Because have you noticed that when you say something, you get advertisements for it? You also get like reels and like TikToks that pop up in that. So
yeah, we've avoided saying
that word is a banned word.
And if you notice, I'll say like creepy crawly. I won't say the actual name because I don't want my phone to. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
But yeah, I'm happy you enjoyed that, mate. There was one on the cruise on the canoe. No, there was one on the canoe series as well.
I was like, where?
Yeah, but no, there was one on the canoe series as well. Episode 2, I think. We went canoeing with it the entire time. Allegra, what's up?
It's all gonna be fine.
It'll be all right.
Deep breaths.
We'll get through this together. But yeah, there was one with us on the canoe the entire first day.
Oh, I'm not okay.
Behind my back. So the tub that it was stored in was resting behind my seat. And then we got to camp and started unpacking things.
And I almost touched it.
Jamie put her hand in the tub and oh my God, the scream.
No, I didn't scream because the neighbors were there. Like, honestly, that was like the least reaction. What? The least?
That was your calmest reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like today.
Yeah.
And you were like, you've gotten so much better.
So much better. I'm so proud of you.
It was because there was an audience.
Yeah.
And I was trying to play it cool around our new friends because they were camping right over there. And I was, like, we already looked like such rookies.
What about the other day at the restaurant? There was an audience there.
Wait, where? Where was that?
That was during this series that we filmed at the cafe that we went to. So there's this new filter going around where one crawls on somebody's face on the filters on the screens, and we're at a cafe, and Jamie's just scrolling through reels, and she chucks her phone.
Because I was just scrolling through, and then it pops up. Ah! In the middle of the cafe, people are enjoying their lunch.
Yeah. Anyway, it's bad.
Allegro. Oh, I'm so tempted to use the S word.
Don't, mate.
Ooh.
Don't. We don't want to.
So funny.
We don't. You're one of our longest subscribers, Allegro. We don't want to ban you from the channel, mate.
Oh man, yeah. So we're traumatized.
Yeah. Okay. What was the most rewarding aspect of the 3-day canoe series for you?
Just like doing it successfully. Like we did it.
Yeah.
You were ready to tap out on day one.
No
you
joke.
were like, he really was like, I'm calling the guy tomorrow. Like, there's no way we can do this. Like before we even got to the first campsite. Yeah,
well, so we were packing the canoe in such a rush that I left my sunglasses in the van. So we were canoeing into the sun. We didn't have any sunscreen. And by about 10 kilometers in, my shoulders were like, no, we're 35 now. We're not doing this.
Hi, Donna.
G'day, Donna. How you going? Oh, hello. Good to see you, Donna. Good to see you. So yeah, I would have to agree, right? The fact that we actually finished it.
Yeah.
And especially considering our fitness level. Like if you've been following the channel for a long time, you know, like Jamie's had some hip things that she's slowly worked through, and we've noticed the more that we've gone out, Jamie's fitness level has gotten better and better and better. Still not exactly where like we want everything to be. But even me, like I have a bum shoulder from going to the gym, and that started to flare up during the canoe series. One of the reasons why on the first day I was like, I really don't know if we can do another 17 kilometers tomorrow. I don't know how we're going to do this.
But your shoulder was all healed up.
It's the best, mate. It's the best.
This is the first I'm hearing about this. Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, it was fine. But I'm just saying.
Not anymore. Not after the canoe.
10Ks in, it was a real, what are we doing?
Oh, Jason. Keep the vids coming, guys. Love your energy. Thanks Jason.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
And Tiff, you did great, Jamie. Thanks, Tiff.
You did. Thanks, Tiff. Thanks, Tiff. It's so cool that Tiff's alive.
I know.
That's awesome.
Everyone, Tiff's up at 5:30 in the morning.
I know.
Is anyone else up early? 5:30 a.m. to see our little faces. before we go to bed.
Anyone interested in trying a similar adventure like this? Maybe you haven't been canoe camping before. Tiff, have you been canoe camping before? If you haven't tried anything like this, what would you suggest to them? To complete beginners on doing a canoe camp.
To really plan out your days, like the distance, and just know what you're getting yourself into, because like we said, we went in completely blind and it really came back to bite us in the butt.
Yeah. No, there's like, I would shorten the distances. So I think 17 kilometers, 18 kilometers, if you're a complete beginner at canoe camping, probably too much. It's a lot. So I would knock it down to say 10 kilometers and give yourself all day, because it was really halfway through the second day and on the last day when we knew that we had it in the bag, that we were going to get to camp before the sun went down. Because you got to imagine, right? On the second day, we woke up very sore. Like the first day beat us up. I was incredibly sunburned. And we didn't know if we were going to get to camp before sunset or at a reasonable time again. But after lunch, we were like, oh, we're absolutely going to be fine. We're going to make it to camp. And that is when we really started to enjoy it a lot more. And on the last day, when it was only 7K left, we really enjoyed it because it was such a slower paced day rather than trying to chase the sun.
Yeah, the 7K day went by really quick. But yeah, I would just say, like, be mentally prepared to, like, physically exert your body. Like, I feel like, I mean, I knew that we were going to, but it was just so much more than I anticipated, like, right off the bat.
Yeah.
Jason said, the cold plunge will fix your shoulder.
It does.
Donna said, I'm so going to do that. Donna, yes, you should. I mean, you're the one that recommended the Fitzroy campground, so that seems right around your area.
Oh, yeah,
definitely do it.
Yeah, Donna, definitely do it. It's really fun. It is really, really fun.
Tiff said, I'm scared of small vessels. Well, I'm scared of water and not being able to see. I'm such a baby. I'm actually living through you both. Okay, keep it up.
Tiff, we honestly feel that energy, man. Like, it's the same here. I don't know if you noticed, but every time I jump into a river that's really dark, it's a very quick dive in and a quick swim out. There's nothing worse than not being able to see what's underneath you. And another reason why we wear those river shoes when we go into rivers, Tiff, because you never know, like, it's just, you feel that.
Yeah, if I feel something on my feet, I'm out. I'm out immediately. I'm tapping out. Yeah. Done. So I need to, like, remove all barriers of entry so that it can make it as easy as possible, because I'm the same way. I am scared of deep waters. I don't like not being able to see through the waters. That's why I go out of my way to try and find clear running waters. It doesn't always happen. And then the next series after the cruise one, there was that one cold plunge we did.
When we do the recap of that series. But on this subject, there was a moment where we jumped into the Glenagalog River at lunch, and we swam out a little bit against the current, and you couldn't see the bottom, you couldn't feel it, it was freezing, and we went out there, and in the episode, it's very quick for editing's sake, but we tried to stay out there for like a minute and like 2 minutes, like we tried to hold ourselves out there because of that, Tiff, because we were like, rather than just do a dunk and get out, let's be in this water, right? We'll know we'll be okay. So let's just stay calm and be in this water. And that was one of the most rewarding things as well, because we did that. We stood out there and we were like, held each other's hands. We're like, just chill. Chill.
Which one are you talking about?
It was after lunch. Yeah, on the canoe series.
Yeah, and then we saw a seal.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what's in this water?
All sorts of stuff, mate.
I didn't like that spot.
He even said snakes.
I know. So, like, one of the first things the guy said before we went in the water, he was like, if you see snakes come up to you, they're not venomous, it's fine. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean if they come up to me? And I've seen videos where people are, like, on sup boards and stuff, and the snakes in the water. He's like, there's no water snakes. No, wait. I think he said there are no water snakes. So if you see a thing, it's not a water snake.
I said there were snakes in the water.
I can't remember. All I heard was snakes swimming up to me, and I was like, no. I'm out.
But we were
Jason said he did 22K on the Murray, had a nice sunburnt legs like you, Doug. Ouch. Mate, the worst.
I've still got a tan line.
Yeah, shows up.
I can't. I can't take my pants off right
Oh
now.
heck yeah, water shoes are a must.
Yeah.
I so wear river shoes even in the surf, right there with you guys.
Nice.
Hate it when I can't see the bottom. You are much braver than me. Tiff, don't mind me using Google to transfer the miles, the K to miles.
Yeah, go nuts, mate. Yeah.
I know.
You can do it right now.
I always try to when I'm editing, I always try to remember, oh my god, I got to do the conversion for Tiff. And for me, because I don't know. I can't do conversions, but like when it comes to temperature, at least I know what like 16 degrees Celsius I know what that feels like, but I couldn't tell you what it is in Fahrenheit. But if you told me a temperature in Fahrenheit, I would know what that felt like as well. It's weird. My brain's all broken from living here.
Yeah, you live a jewel life.
Yeah.
It's 10 miles, Tiff.
10 miles.
It's 10 miles.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of river to paddle down.
Yeah, it really, you think like, oh, it's just fun. It's just, it burns. It burns. After 5 minutes, it burns.
Yeah,
so
just,
I just didn't expect it to be like 5 hours. Like if someone told me in hours, I would have been like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
But they told me in kilometers, and that, like, my brain doesn't compute that.
And sitting.
Yeah.
At 90 degrees.
At first, I was comfortable. I was like, oh, I get a backrest. I was comfy. But that got old so quick. I was like, oh, God, get me out of here. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I didn't enjoy it.
But then it was like, it was so bittersweet because it was so bad and painful. And then you'd like see a koala and you'd be like, oh, this is all worth it. And then you'd be dying. And then you see something else and you're like, oh my God, it's so worth it. It's just like it's a toxic relationship.
We got another question?
In that area, if you see seals come out of the water, it's because orcas are around. Oh, not in the river. Maybe in the ocean.
Maybe in the ocean. Yeah. Oh. Again, the second day was 7 kilometers. And we're about halfway. So we must have been 15 kilometers upstream from Glen, the town. And the town is upstream from the ocean. So, yeah.
Yes, in the ocean.
In the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you were talking about before with it being a toxic relationship has to do with the last one, which is how did it feel returning back to civilization at the end of the trip?
It felt weird. I felt like, oh, we're going back to the van. Like, this is our home now. We are river people. And then we were just like back in the van and the van was a mess. And I was just like at the end, it felt like it went by so quickly. But in the moment, it felt like this is never going to end. And then when we got to the camp at the second night, I was like, oh no, it's ending.
Yeah. I remember that feeling. It was the last, it was the second last or the last jetty before we got to the last campsite. I was like, oh no, that's the trip done.
Yeah.
Like that. And then especially on that last day when all the fog was there, it was so weird to be like, this has been so enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm really going to miss this a lot. And then as we started to get more and more into the town of Donovan's, was it?
Yeah.
Civilization started to build up around us. Like there was all of a sudden a town and boats, and we were passing like people fishing on the side of the river, and it was very like, it was super fun.
Yeah.
It was super
like
fun.
You knew you were coming to the end.
Yeah.
It was less nature and more like, oh, people live here.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was very like, the second we finished it, I instantly started Googling secondhand canoes.
Yeah. And he's been looking for a canoe ever since.
Yeah.
So we're like,
straight away.
He's like, we could strap it to the top of the van and take it on all our trips. And
yeah. Instantly. And now we've been out on our road trips, I'm looking for rivers that have canoe camping on them.
Yeah.
Like I really want to do it again.
Yeah.
I really want to do it again. It was so much fun.
I don't know about the Murray. I don't know. I just the campsites.
The ultimate free camping series 2, the Murray River canoe trip.
What's this?
That's the glasses.
Yeah, but I felt like something was on it. Oh, stop. The fog was so amazing, really special. It really was.
Yeah, it was cool.
At first, I was like so nervous because I was like, all right, like we just felt like we were getting on top of doing everything.
Yeah.
And then it was like Mother Nature just threw another obstacle, like here's some fog.
Yeah.
But it ended up being like the coolest experience. It was just so quiet and so still. And the funniest thing happened when we got back and I had posted some of the short form content sharing the series. The couple that was camping alongside us found one of our videos on Instagram.
Yeah, that's right.
And they were like, "Oh, we were camping alongside you," and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. They're gonna see how bad we did this whole time, and now they know who we are."
Wow.
Like, because you think like, "Oh, I'm never gonna see these people again," and they're gonna say, "Oh, those rookie canoers and all that kind of stuff." Like, we were just putting on a show for them at that point. Like, our Taj Mahal tent, we're in their little like.
They had the perfect setup. I'm telling you, they had the perfect little setup. They could pack it all up within literally less than an hour. They could pack it all up and be back on the river.
Like 20 minutes.
Flying past us.
They were so majestic on the water, and then there's us like dropping my shoe in the water.
It's weird. Like, we put it all online. But to have people there recognize or like camp with us essentially, and then see it online makes it feel so strange. Yeah.
And we've had someone else since then, like, "Oh, I saw you guys flying your drone at this camp," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. Like, someone, like, we had just finished up one of our trips, and they were there while we were droning.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "This is so wild. This is. I'm not ready for this part of YouTube."
But it inspired us to do something. I want to share it with the chat. I'm going to show them
what
we bought.
Oh yeah,
with our YouTube paycheck.
Yeah. We got our first YouTube paycheck recently.
We reinvested into the channel.
Yeah, we reinvested it.
I'm so bloody proud, mate.
Don't find his underwear and socks in the chair. Why didn't you clean that up?
I didn't expect to stand up. I didn't think I'd be standing up, but I did stand up. This is one of the reasons I can't take my pants off to show them the sunburn, because my underwear's on the chair, not on me. Anyway, check this out, chat. Oh, no. Oh, bad lighting.
Wait, take this away.
There you go. So when we bump into people on the road and they see us filming and droning, and they're like, what are you doing?
Being idiots.
We
can share our little card. It has a QR code on the back and our YouTube link and email and Instagram. Yeah. So that's pretty.
I'm just going to slide the chair instead of standing up.
Why don't you stand up again,
No,
Doug?
I'm good, mate.
That's so good. Wait, what did Allegra say?
What did Allegra say?
Oh. Have you considered doing a whale watching trip to the Nullarbor? Nullarbor?
Continue answering.
Whale watching trip. I thought, isn't the Nullarbor a road?
Oh, I think that's across South Australia.
No, how you spell it?
Yeah. No, the Nullarbor is that road.
Yeah, but how do you do whale watching?
Well, it follows the coast. Like, it goes from South Australia to Perth.
Can you spell it correctly?
Yeah, of course.
No. And you. I can't reach the keyboard. U.
Yeah.
L. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
I want one, Doug. Why am I so far away? Oh, next time.
Yeah. It goes across the coast. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
South Australia, but it's on the other side of Adelaide, so we'll need some time off.
Yeah. Allegra, we're putting that on the list.
It's on the to-do list, mate.
Officially going on our what's ahead list.
Yeah, it's crossing into Western Australia from South Australia.
That's amazing. That's right up like our alley of what we've been wanting to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool. Congrats, guys. Hey, Warren.
Oh, Warren, what's up, man? Good to see you again, brother.
He did it years ago.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
I've given it a few on our travels.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, it's where they give birth, he said.
Oh, cool.
That's sick.
Awesome. Yeah, that's
God.
right up our alley.
Oh, I'll cry.
Yes, you will.
And Tiff said she wants a card. Dang, why am I so far away? Tiff, when we come back to Boston next, I'll bring some for you.
Yeah, we'll bring some. Easy as. Yeah.
I know. We definitely have to catch up when we come back to Boston. Like last time, we didn't have any time to do anything.
Yeah.
We squeezed so much into.
But as this grows, we're going to have more time to balance things out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to go for another 15 minutes, and then we're going to head out of here. So, if you guys have any questions at all, anything you want to chat about, put them in there. Otherwise, we will keep.
I want to do that.
Yeah. That's a great suggestion, Allegra. Thank you very much, man.
We're going to put it on the. the list. Yeah, so we have a running list of just like trip ideas, campsites, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you ever have any suggestions, just drop them in a comment of one of the videos or on a live stream, and we'll just add it to that sheet. It's just like an ongoing sheet.
Yeah.
And the suggestions really, really help. Hopefully. Yeah. So what was the next thing?
What was your favorite part?
I don't know. The Pringles. I don't know. Just I really liked the morning with the fog, but I liked when we got back to camp and like after we had set up the sleeping bags and like we're doing s'mores, and I was just like, oh my god, sleep is so close. And like doing another hard day and like ticking it off, like that sense of accomplishment. That was like one of my favorite parts.
Getting to camp, setting up, and being like, we've done it.
Yeah.
To me, that last day when it was foggy, and I was like, let's just go into the center of the river. Yeah. So I was really worried that the fog wasn't going to come across on camera. Because, you know, sometimes like it's very hard to capture landscapes or even like mist. So I'm really happy that you guys got to see exactly how foggy it was. It was so dense. We went into the center of the river and we could not see either side of the river. So we just sat there and stopped paddling.
And just floated.
And just floated in this. I don't know how to explain that, right? Like the river was dead smooth like glass, and you're surrounded by this tunnel of fog, like waking up on the border of South Australia. It was one of those moments of like, if I don't know, we would have done this if we didn't have a YouTube channel. Like we went camping a lot before we had a YouTube channel. Yeah. But I don't know if we would have been out on a canoe in the middle of South Australia.
We did my birthday one before YouTube. Like we went, it was a 1 hour canoe ride on the Murray for my birthday. Yeah. So it's like, I don't think it was like not on our radar. I just don't know if like a 3-day trip would have happened without YouTube. Yeah. And I think like that's one of the best things about YouTube. It kind of forces us, not it forces, but it encourages and it empowers you to like, let's go try something new. And you know, I don't know. At least for us, I can't speak on everyone that's a YouTuber, but yeah, it just really, I feel like a lot of things we would have just been like, oh, that's too much.
You know what it is, right? We went camping a bunch before YouTube because we enjoy camping. But having the YouTube makes us be like, what's a fun idea that we can do, not only for us, but for you guys as well. Yeah. So it makes us go like, all right, well, we like camping, but what's that little bit extra, like what's that fun thing that, like, how can we make this a little bit more fun? And then it just sort of like levels up.
Yeah. And it's like now we go into the trips really thinking about how we can package them as a fun road trip that someone could recreate versus before we were just going camping for fun because we enjoyed it and seeing new places. But now there's like another level of it that we are sharing it with other people, and we want to empower more people to get out and, you know, see different places and do fun trips and, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like it's a way to almost like give back that feeling or that experience to someone else by sharing it online. And so like I always like, especially like just the creative side of me, I always want to just do a good job at packaging the videos. And I feel like each series we're getting better at sharing the vision of what we're trying to create. And like,
except for the cruise one.
Except for the minus the cruise, pretend the cruise is not part of this, but like,
yeah, I get it.
You know, I feel like we're getting better at like bringing our visions to life, especially the last smaller.
Yeah, the last couple have been.
Yeah. So it's a really cool space to be in.
Yeah.
I know YouTube inspires to try new things. Congrats on your first paycheck. Thanks, Allegro.
Thanks, Allegro.
Appreciate it, man. It was so weird.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. 3 years in the making to get that paycheck.
We did it, baby. We got a card and everything. Man.
We're official, even though our microphone broke on our last road trip. So, we've been having microphone problems. I don't know if you've noticed that in a couple
one in the mail.
Yeah, we just ordered a new one. Yeah. So hopefully the quality will be better.
We caught up on all the chat?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Go down. We passed all those.
We passed
Oh.
all? No, that's it. Okay.
No,
how did you
there was-
ensure your safety? Whoa.
No. What? There was these.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. So, sorry, guys.
No, you're all good. Oh, you're saying sorry to them?
Let us know what was your favorite part of the canoe series. If you caught the canoe series, we would love to hear what your favorite part was, because I don't know. I find it really helpful hearing the parts that you guys like, because when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, this isn't relevant. This isn't important. I'll cut this out. Like, it helps me gauge like what collectively is entertaining and valuable to us all. So yeah, I love hearing like your favorite parts and stuff like that. Yeah.
The solar stuff. Don't trust Big W. Don't trust Big W for solar rechargeable batteries.
I was going to say you can get the solar.
Do we have any?
Yeah. Why aren't you standing up? Yeah, that's Doug's socks and underwear.
Everyone's office chair looks like this, guys. Don't lie.
The thing is, they're clean.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah, they're ready for work in the morning. Yeah. I can sneak into the office and get changed, not wake her up. Anyway, no one cares about that. These things from Big W, they're solar rechargeable USB blocks.
They're not.
They're horrible.
They're not solar.
And this isn't like the hatchet thing that I had from Bunnings, where the hatchet's actually it's really good now.
He had to learn how to use it. These, they don't charge by solar. Well, they work when they want to.
Yeah, they're very unpredictable.
And then they'll charge for like an hour and then they won't charge at all. So we still use them, but we charge them by USB. We don't use the solar feature. So they're just really expensive, cheaply made power banks.
Yeah, they're not good. And it was important to us to actually have some solar recharging because we were trying to drone and film the entire series, and there was no way to recharge all of our batteries and everything while we were out there.
That was stressful.
So yeah, that was probably the most stressful part of the trip.
Not knowing.
Apart from the canoeing, was once we realized that these were no good and not recharging, we didn't know if we were actually going to be able to pull off filming this entire series and then sharing it with everybody.
Yeah.
So there was that as well, which was a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like we give us X amount of times to film a series, and then we have time off to work, save, build up for the next series, edit, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like that time off to film a series is our time off to film a series. Like, it's like one shot mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
I want peach tea now. Oh, just you just completely giving yourselves to the elements and letting us see every aspect is my favorite part of every video.
Oh,
thanks, Tiff.
Appreciate
How did you know Tiff said it?
I saw it over here. I can say Tiff's name. Yeah, you know how it is when it's small, right?
It's so small on the screen.
Yeah, that's why we got Jamie reading it out.
I love how you get excited by food and need to know is a good brand of canned coffee out there. We just use the cheap brand of coffee. It's when we're on the road, it's just get the caffeine in.
Yeah, pretty much.
To be honest, I don't drink much caffeine because I don't drink much coffee because I'm like very sensitive to it. So I drink a lot of tea, but Doug has like 20 coffees a day. He's an actual addict. He needs to go to Coffees Anonymous.
I was destroyed by energy drink.
This is actually an intervention, Doug.
I'm not quitting. I'm going to go have a coffee before bed. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Somebody help him.
I think that's it, yeah?
Yeah. I love how you get excited with food. Yeah. A good brand of canned coffee out there. Yeah.
Honestly, we don't know. Like, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, like, just make one up. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I drink like regular.
The cheapest
one, instant coffee. Just get it in.
To be honest, the cheap one from Kohl's, it's like their organic $4 one. I actually liked that one.
Yeah,
that
I don't mind
when I was drinking coffee regularly, I didn't mind that one. But that's the thing. Like, I don't know if you want to take our coffee recommendations. Like, he just drinks black coffee. So do I most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have like an iced coffee, like not an Australian iced coffee, an American iced coffee. Australian iced coffees have ice cream in them. And I don't want ice cream in my iced coffee.
An Americana, as they call them.
Yeah. I used to go to bed with the coffee. Yep. That's right up Doug's alley.
That's what I do.
His Eastern European bloodline.
Turkish coffee. That'll get you going. All right. Cool. That's it.
All right, guys.
That's it. Guys, thank you so much for jumping in on the live stream and joining us. It means the world to us to be able to sit down and connect with all of you like this. It's a really, I don't know. I feel like it's a very special way to like build this community and help shape the episodes going forward, especially when you're giving us feedback about what you like or some cool campsites. So it's great. And I appreciate it.
So hopefully you guys enjoy them. We appreciate you just jumping on. Even if you didn't leave a comment, we appreciate you being here. I know not everyone's into the whole live stream thing, but just watching as an audience member, that goes a long way, especially on YouTube. So know that we appreciate it. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like when we're creating, it can feel so one-sided. You know, we create the video, we put it out there, and then we get to engage with you guys in the comments, but getting the live feedback and really feeling like we're getting to know you guys, that's such a cool feeling. I don't know. It just makes it, I don't know. It makes it when we're out on the road, it makes it feel more personal.
Yeah. Like when I see a kookaburra when we're cooking up food, I think of Allegro being like, watch out for the kookaburras. They'll steal your sausage.
Yeah.
Like I think there he is there in the chat. Like I think of those things. And now when I see like a dark body of water where we can't see the bottom of it and Jamie's freaking out, Tiff will be there and I'll know, like, do it for Tiff. You know what I mean? Like she hates this too. Do it for Tiff.
She's living through us.
Yeah, like, so it's those kind of moments that help build like I said, during filming the cruise episode, it was very hard for us because we're very spontaneous filmers. Like if we see something cool, we'll banter with each other. That's what makes it fun. And we look at the camera as if you guys are there with us. So the more that we all connect, the more that can come across.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
It makes sense to me.
All right.
I don't know. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. Allegro, not international roast. Double drink any
Honestly,
of it.
Allegro, I'll drink anything, mate. If it's got caffeine in it, I'm drinking it. I don't know.
You're gross.
I'm a bad man.
Clean your underwear up.
It is clean. Anyway.
It's only you guys I do a live with. That means
Allegro.
a lot. That's an honor. That's an honor and a privilege.
Thank you. And thank you for the nullable one. That's a good one.
That's really good. I know. I'm so excited to look more into that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That will be so fun. Woo! All right, guys.
Let's get out of here.
We're going to bed.
Good night. We will see you in the next episode. Is it next week? It's
next week.
Next Wednesday. We got a fresh.
All right. Don't judge us on this cruise video, okay? Just take it for what it is.
And then we're back.
Watch me get seasick, and then the road trip stuff's coming, okay? So bear with us, and thanks for watching, and bye.
Good night. Good morning. See you guys later. See you in the chat.